Hi everyone, welcome and Shana Tova. Today we're going to read and connect from Zohar Pinchas, from verse 805. This section starts to speak about Yom Kippurim. We know that now we're in the 10 days of Tshuva. Yom Kippurim will be Sunday night. So let me just share the screen with you so we can read it together. Let's do this. Okay, I think you can see the screen. So I'm going to read the verse 807 just to make the connection. If you want, you can scan and read together with me. ובעשור לחודש השביעי דהי תשרה. מקרא קודש יהיה לכם. דע יום הכיפורים. דהי הוא עשירי יוד. כליל מעשרת ימי תשובה. ותקינו בה' צלוטין, לחברה עם ה'. מהי מקרא קודש? להפרשה למשאר יומין. דאית בהו פולחנה דחול. ובגין דא כל מלאכת עבודה לא תעשו. Beautiful. So, the Zohar telling us here about this day of Yom Kippurim, that first of all, it's the 10th day of the 10 days of Tshuva. We know we are in the period of time between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippurim. It's called the 10 days of Tshuva. It means whatever preparation we did before Rosh Hashanah, right? We did Tshuva before. We try to find out what are the things we need to clean from our system. Now it's the real deal. Now it's the real time we need to do it. Now it's the real time of like the 10 days of Tshuva. Also, I think I told you last time, but just as a reminder, sorry, that each day that whatever we correct in each day, we correct in the entire days for the entire year. So let's say today it's a Thursday. Whatever we can restrict and correct today, we correct in that thing that we did for the past year. And if we go even deep in the correction, as the Rav, Michael, and the Kabbalah explain, we can even go to previous years and sometimes even into reincarnations. It depends, as we mentioned a few times, how much do you want? This is how much you're going to get. So how much effort I want to make and how far or deep I want to go, this is how much I can receive. So there's also telling us that this day, the 10th day, it's included from those 10 days of Tshuva. And there are 5 prayers in that day to combine the letter Yud with the Hey. So we says that the Yom Kippur is the 10th day of Tshuva, so it's the letter Yud because it's 10. And there are 5 prayers at that day. We know there are 5 meals, right? 5 spiritual meals. This is why also, just to mention that the Ari explained, it's good for the person to eat and drink more than usual at the 9th day. So the 9th, right? So it's day before, 24 hours before, to eat more than usual. So what it does actually, it says we're preparing our vessel to receive the lights of Yom Kippur. So it's considered, right, for us when we do that we're preparing our vessel. So if you regularly eat certain amount of food, try to add a little bit more, but not because right now you're hungry, because you want to meditate, you're preparing a vessel to receive all of those blessings. Now, before let's say, if you are fasting, so the meal before the fast, we should meditate, while you're eating, you should meditate that, you eat a little bit, you stop, okay, right now I'm eating for the first meal. Okay, let's say the first meal is a malchut. So for the first meal, you're eating, then you stop again. Now I'm eating for Ziranpin, right? And you're eating for 5 meals. So you want to put the intention every few minutes when you're eating, that this meal I'm eating right now, this is for that specific meal. Because we want to, not just to eat, because right now I'm afraid I'm going to be hungry, because also the meals, they are spiritual work. It's a preparation to receive all the blessings, spiritual blessings, at the time of Kippur. So here the Zohar telling something very powerful, because we know in that time we reach in the level of Bina. This is the most like powerful and purified time, that any type of negativities that we have, because we're going to mention so many negativities, that energy will flush them away. Okay, so it says, so Kippur is the 10th day, represent the letter Yud, and with the 5 type of prayers, now we have the letter Hey. So now we have Yud and Hey. What is the Yud and Hey? It's the 2 first letters that connecting us with the level of the Tetragrammaton, right? Yud Hey, Vav Hey, but this is the Yud Hey, connecting us with the upper worlds. כדי לחבר היוד עם ההי, דהיינו החוכמה עם הבינה. So it's the connection between the level of חוכמה and בינה. מהו מקרא קודש? היינו להבדיל אותו משאר הימים שיש בהם עבודה של חול, ומשום זה כל מלאכת עבודה לא תעשו. And this is why it says, the time of Yom Kippur, also it's a day that it's better for us not to work on that day. It means to just make our connections and to follow the restrictions of that specific day. Because it says in the Torah, you shouldn't do any type of work like you do at the regular days, okay? Also, it's called Shabbat Shabbaton. It's Mikra Kodesh, but Shabbat Shabbaton, it's like the level of Shabbat. The same way in Shabbat, because the energy exists, and we want to not to interfere, to connect and to receive all of the lights from the level of Binah. We receive this energy for the entire year. That's amazing support system for all of us to receive those blessings and lights for the entire year. We can remove any type of negativities and start our year with a clean vessel. דיומין דאית בהון וכולי. כי הימים שיש בהם מלאכת חול הם מצד עץ הדעת טוב ורע, because the days that we do in regular work, they come in from the side of good and bad. It's called the tree of knowledge, bad and good. שנתהפך ממטה לנחש ומנחש למטה, לכל אחד לפי מעשיו. מתת הוא מטה, א' למד הוא נחש. It says like, according each person in the regular days, that how the energy of that day will connect with him. It means, according to my actions, I can connect with the good or with the bad. Okay, this is actually the tree of knowledge, good and bad. What we do in Kabbalah, what we study, that we want to cleave ourselves with the level of tree of life and to stay connected with tree of life. Okay, but unfortunately, many times we fall into that level of malchut again, and we connecting ourselves with the level of tree of knowledge, bad and good. So, according our actions, it says the Zohar, that's the level of our connections or blessings that we're going to cleave ourselves with, either good or either bad. And then it says, so it's related with the other sides, the power of the other sides. Also the angel Matat and the angel that connected with the other side. So angel Matat, it's representing the good, and the other side, right, the angel of the other side, Samech Ma'alef Lamed, represent the negative side. And this is the snake. אבל ביום הזה, שהוא יום הכיפורים, הנקרא קודש, but in that day, יום הכיפורים, that it called קודש, the holy day, שולט בו עץ החיים. What controls that day? Tree of life. The day of Yom Kippurim, it's the day of tree of life. Total control of tree of life. שאינו מתחבר עמו השטן ופה גרע, that Satan and any type of negativities cannot connect with the tree of life. ומצידו לא יגורך רע, אלא כולו טוב. The entire day, 24 hours, just good. Just good, just good. ומשום זה, בו בעץ החיים ינוחו העבדים, and in that time of he says, the Zohar, that time of tree of life, he says the slaves will rest, ובו הם יוצאים לחירות, ובו יוצאים מחבליהם. And they actually walking out to their freedom, and they walking out from the chains. You know, who are the slaves? You know, when we connect with the Malchut, we become the slaves of the opponent without even knowing. We think we have control, but he's controlling us. And at that day, he can control us. We connect into the tree of life. We have total freedom at that day of Yom Kippurim. total freedom. פירוש, ימות החול הם חסד גבוהות תפארת נצח יסוד ומתת, הנמשך מצד עץ הדת טוב ורע, שהוא המלכות, ועל כן נוהג בימות החול טוב ורע. אם זכה הוא דבוק במתת, if a person have the merit and actually taking his actions and his intentions in the right way, he will connect and cleave himself with the angel matat, that called mate, like the stick, but it's same. It's not like a stick. It's like, you know, in Hebrew it's mate, matat. So it connect with the, but in French translation it's a stick. But it's just to understand the meaning of what the Zohar telling us here, why it's being called mate and connecting us with the angel matat. So if the person doesn't have the merit, and according to his action is connecting more with the short circuit, he will connect with the other side. Samech Mem Aleph Lamed. שהוא רע נקרא נחש, called the snake. וכן מתהפכת השליטה על האדם לפי מעשיו, and the person can transform the control of tree of life or tree of knowledge bad and good according his actions. You know, so we can't blame no one. Actually, you know, we what is out telling us here? Listen, full responsibility on the person, nothing from the point of the creator. Whatever you do, this is what you're going to get. So many times we think, but what I mean? But I'm doing good. What I mean? Yeah, but who told you you're doing good? Who told you? You think like, if we're doing something good from the point of tree of life, you think the tree of life will tell us we're doing good? The thing is, imagine you are inside of a treasury, and there is a lot of gold coin. And I'm telling you, listen, you have like whatever hours to collect as much as you can. When you're collecting now the gold coins and you're rushing out to put it in your car, you think you have time to think about thoughts or to answer your phone or to go to Facebook or to waste your time about something else? If you have like limited time, you need to take as much as you can, gold coins, and put it in the car, in and out. You have time to deal with something else just with that. Of course, just with that, because you know, let me finish whatever I need to do, and then I can deal with my phone, with my, you know, text message or whatever I'm receiving. So what's happened to us during the day, whoever telling us that we are good and what we're doing and everything, it's the opponent, not the light. Because from the point of the light, imagine there are endless of gold coins, endless of light. So if there is something endless, it means the more I'm climbing the ladder, I want more. It's never enough. I want more and more. So if I feel I'm good, it means I'm stuck. I'm stop doing it. I'm not doing. You know, if we feel that we are winning all the time, we're not going to do. But if we feel it doesn't not about just winning, it's about when I'm winning, I need to have a desire that I want more. So I'm winning, I want more. I need to start to be more and more like hungry to receive more. Okay? It's like a person have a business. His goal is to have this year, let's say $500,000. He achieved it. That's it. No, now his goal is 1 million, and year after $1.5 million, and then 2 million, 4. You know, always he increasing because we need to grow. So during the day, we need to pay attention. Who telling me that I'm good, and I'm okay, and everything? It's not the light. It's not about to put ourselves down. No. But because we believe to our opponent, we stop doing the same way we did before, because we need to be excited. This is why it says according the person's actions. And in the action also, there is the intention that is very, very important. Okay? So he says, so now the Zohar, I'm just jumping, you know, because here he says we can actually connect with the freedom if we connect with the right side, connect with freedom, and removing ourselves with the war against good and bad. and coming out from the chains of the Satra Achra forever, he says the Zohar, forever. So now the Zohar jumping and says, אותם שיש עליהם גזר דין בנדר ושבועה שלא לשנות גזר דין, those that actually, there is a decree upon them that they need to receive some judgment because they did something, they swear or they make a vow, and they can change the decree, he says, if there is that kind of decree. So now what we have to trick it and to remove it, says, התחילו לומר משום זה, כל נדרה ועשרה וכו'. So this is why we have, at the beginning of Yom Kippurim, it's very important to be involved and to come and to listen, or Kabbalah.com, kol nidre. Kol nidre. What it does, it's removing those decrees and judgments that regular cancellation of the vow can remove. This is a very deep and high level of words and prayer that can remove, even there is a decree that we can change, that can change it, can remove it. Because listen, it's a fair game. The light doesn't want to punish us or to harm us. The light just wants to give us good. And he continues, says, וכולי, כול הון, יהון שביתין, ושביקין, לשרירין, ולה כימין, אלא שהתבטל גזר הדין, but the decree been cancelled. What I just did, everything is okay. Yeah, I just punched something. Okay. The decree will be cancelled above them. ומשום זה הנדר הוא בשם הוויה שהוא תפארת, והשבועה היא בשם א' ד' י' שהיא מלכות, שהם גרמו בעוונותיהם על הגלות שלהם. הנה על ידי חוכמה ובינה יהיו נעזבים ומושבתים, לא יהיו חזקים ולא יתקיימו, ונסתר לכל עדת בני ישראל. Because it says, the swear come from the level of Aleph, Dalet, Nun, Yud, come from the Malchut, and the vowel come from Hey, Vav, Yud, Hey. This is a Tetragrammaton. So two levels of energy, the Malchut and the level of Zeir and Pin. And when we connecting ourselves with that level of, again, it says, Chokhmah Ubina, then we remove all of the negativities, and they cannot hold into the decree anymore. And then it's been forgiven to the person and to the entire Israelite. And again, this is why we need more and more people to connect with those special connections. So, Chesed Umayim, the Chesed is water, Agvura is ash, the Gvura is the level of the fire, Atiferet to Avir, the essential column, Tiferet, it's the level of air. Vechevan Shanadarim Betiferet, because of the vows, they are coming from the level of Tiferet. Shu Avir, that represent the level of air. Al ken ha'amidu balei Mishnah, heter nedarim porchim ba'avir. This is why the righteous in the Mishnah, they're saying that the nedarim, the vows that to remove them, they fly in the air. They said we release them to the air. She'heter min chokhmah u'bina porech ba'avir, that we canceling them and removing them. So from chokhmah and bina, they fly in the air. Shu tiferet u'mevatel mishem et haneder. That is the level of tiferet, and he canceling the vowels. So again, we're going to stop here, but I really recommend that you will go and continue reading it, scan, meditate, because it's very, very powerful. We like to come ready to Yom Kippur, even to have like a little bit more consciousness and intention, that we can cleave ourselves with that beautiful and powerful gift from the Creator that called the day of Yom Kippurim. Remember, it says that all the holidays, everything going to be canceled when Messiah will be here in the full force, but one thing will stay, and it's and it's Purim, right? Purim, it's also Yom Kippurim. So Yom Kippurim is a level of Bina. So imagine Purim, it's higher than Yom Kippurim. So if we go into the level of Yom Kippurim, it's Bina of Bina, that nothing can harm us. Just imagine, because it's almost the same word, Purim, Kippurim, right? So Purim, we're saying Kepurim, like Kippurim, it's Kepurim, right? So Purim, it's very, very high level of energy. So Yom HaKippurim can remove any type of negativities we have. So whatever we can find out right now in those 10 days of tshuva, when we come into the time of Atarat, to the time of Kol Nidrei, removing all of those decrees, whatever that cannot be canceled, or even we meditate for the entire world, right? And also mention in the time of Yom Kippurim, whatever negativities we want to remove, because in that day there's no fear to mention negativities, because also we're going to say so many negativities, because that day can flash any type of negativities from our life and from the world. So, B'ezrat Hashem, I wish good luck to all of us. So let's open the mics and let's wish each one Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach and
Shalom.
good
Osag
luck,
Baruch, everybody.
miracles and
Thank
wonders,
you so
many,
much,
many
Chag
blessings.
Sameach, Michael.
Amen,
Shabbat
amen, amen.
Shalom.
Everybody.
Hope to see all of
Thank you,
you in
teacher.
Shabbat and Yom Kippurim. Amen.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Thank
Shabbat
you.
Shalom, all the
Bye.
best. Love you all.